Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Da 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 da
I don't know why I saluted you.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year's.
You saluted me?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
As the earth is carbon bombed by poisons, I keep it safe. I keep it clean. I keep it here inside with Mega64antine.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
You know what I realized this week?
Yeah.
About myself? I'm really good at improvising marches. Like if marching ever came back as a
The hot new thing.
popular genre of music, I would be just whipping it out. Dude, I was in the car making up marches and they were awesome, you know, like and that's just a little taste.
Yeah, I literally started stomping my feet.
Yeah, like
you're like a regular Nick Cannon.
marches are kind of fun, and nobody does marches anymore. So I'm a regular John Philip Sousa,
John Philip Sousa.
the famous march orchestrator. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Joseph Philip Sousa. The sousaphone was named after him. Anyways, welcome to this week's episode.
Yeah, this is
Mega64antine. This is gonna be an especially stupid and silly episode today.
bit low key cringe. I feel like the camera angle is a little weird because you look gigantic compared to me now.
Well, you know, I've been working out.
Yeah, that's
so if I appear more swole and buff and muscular, that's bullshit. It probably is just a weird perspective. That's strange how that's happening.
right. Like I am tiny to begin with, but
Well, sit up on the front of your. Let's fix your posture here. Come to the front. Come to the edge of your seat and straighten your back. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and pull your seat forward. There you go. Now look at this. Two talking heads. Two regular television personalities. All right. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
yeah, thank
Derek
you.
and Johnny here on Mega64antine. Happy to have you back. Last week was a great episode.
I think it was the best episode ever.
We had our official positive test here in the studio. We threw down with Rocco and Sean to get the whole story. I hope you all are caught up on that. If you missed it, go back and watch it. This week, we thought we would not have any guests.
Yeah.
As Johnny has already mentioned, a little low-key episode. We're just hanging out here.
Yeah.
It's the weird time of the year where we're transitioning between years. It's like a dead zone where nobody's available, nobody's answering their phone, people are going into work, they're not going into work, they're eating like crazy, or they're starting new resolutions. Everything's in chaos right now. Nobody knows what's happening.
No one's here watching movies really loud while we do this podcast.
Yeah, the studio's empty. Everybody's out for the week.
Yeah.
We came in here just to do this episode, just to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, and then like classic, like last week, I'm still on the hunt for a new theme song. So
Oh, Jesus.
I got one more for you if you are interested.
I legitimately was falling for this last week. I thought you were bringing in new theme songs, but
I
now
mean-
I know this is a comedy bit.
Take this mask and shove it. I ain't wearing it no more. Y'all look at me like I'm from Mars when I don't wear it in the store.
At least he tried to wear it, and
Yeah.
he's just fed up. He's made up his mind. Okay. If you're outside in a well-ventilated area, feel free to take
Yeah,
the mask
take it off. I love the Salt Life shirt.
Okay, you're not going to wear it no more. Cool.
I've been shopping in this place
Dude,
for almost 15 years.
Oh,
15
that's a
years.
long time, brother.
I've seen all
Oh,
kinds
the
of
background.
viruses.
Oh, yeah.
I've never lived in fear.
New novel coronavirus came around one time in a century, but that's okay.
Corona's real and
Uh-huh.
it probably
Yeah.
ain't a lot to ask.
I don't know what you're getting at
I
here.
ain't a bank robber and I ain't the Lone Ranger and I don't wanna wear
This guy has a problem with the Lone Ranger? Come
Take his
on.
mask and
The
shove
Lone Ranger's awesome.
I listened to maybe 1 second of this today, and I was like, oh, this is gold, and I stopped.
devil when I don't wear it in the store.
Well,
Do these backgrounds.
what are these aliens?
I don't know.
here? What do the aliens have to do with the masks?
I don't know.
Aliens. Aliens.
I don't know how long this is.
There has to be a third verse. Nice. All right. I think I've had enough. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Okay.
Turn it off, dude. The minute a song involves hydroxychloroquine,
It really sets you off. It's so
it
funny.
does, because we're so far past that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you stopped reading the news 6 months ago if you're still singing about hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah, that was a
we
recent
have
song
a real
from him, too.
vaccine now. Like, why do
Yeah.
we need to talk about hydroxychloroquine? It's over. Let it go.
He put out like a COVID Christmas song. I'm obsessed with that guy. I don't remember his name, but I subscribe to him now, and we may check in with him from time to time if he has more bops like that. Still confused about the aliens though.
Yeah, the aliens. This guy, he's definitely in on the conspiracy theories. He knows some stuff. That was cool. I mean, we've at this point.
I feel like I like pipe bomb the episode.
No, it's so funny because just all of COVID has reached a point of satire.
Yeah.
Everybody's so sick of it that all we can do is just make fun of this bullshit. At this point,
I feel like it's all we can do, I guess. I don't know.
just make fun of it because, we're sick of it. And we got to let off
That
some
guy's
steam.
sick of it.
I'm sick of it too. Honestly, that's why we have this podcast. Help everybody out there let off some steam, I think. You're not sick of COVID?
I mean,
How do you even have to think? What the hell's the matter with you? You're sitting over there thinking about it? That's such a no-brainer question.
I mean, I'm sick of elements of it, but like, I feel like being sick of it, causes you to like break quarantine and all this shit.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying
I'm
in
not
general.
saying
I feel
that.
like the like being over it can cause some things. I don't know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. You don't want to it's a slippery slope. 'Cause
Yeah.
once you start acknowledging, that you're
I'm
tired
sick
of
of
it,
this. I'm not gonna wear a mask.
I can see the logical
Yeah.
progression, but I'm not here to say that.
Yeah. No, I mean in general, like fuck this. Like fuck this whole year. Like it's been
Yeah.
horrible. I guess this episode can be like our year in review since it is like the New Year's episode.
Absolutely.
So we could like talk about the entire year as a whole.
And I even feel like I want to try to have sympathy for anybody out there who is on the other side of this thing and doesn't want to
Yeah.
wear a mask, and everything you're saying. It's like, I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But you just gotta keep it together. Don't crack up. We're almost through. We're almost to the end of this thing.
I mean,
But yeah, I'm sick of it. Totally.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of like these past few months like have been the worst of it. I think even what's to come might be the worst of it too. Like the stuff with the stimulus check,
Yeah.
we could talk about that. The stuff with the vaccine rollout, like it's just been fucking horrendous.
You know what, too? About being sick of COVID, the disease isn't even the worst part. It's all the fucking debate about the disease.
Yeah.
That's the worst. That's the most exhausting part.
I think it depends on who you like. If you're maybe older, it might be the disease might be the worst part of it, just because it's gonna fucking take you out.
I'm
But,
talking, I
no,
think
yeah.
generally
Yeah.
speaking, most people out there, their experience throughout this whole pandemic has been like arguing about masks and just dealing with the politicization, whatever you want to say, whatever the word is, and whichever side you fall on, and the political debate that COVID has become.
Yeah.
That's most people's experience with it, because majority of people, generally haven't got it, thankfully. And a lot of people have, but I feel like when I talk about exhaustion, I'm ready for all of that to go away more than anything.
Yeah, it's hard to say because will it go away? Like we've learned that we're so divided that a fucking virus becomes politicized. Like I feel like after this, there's something else is gonna happen, like that we're like gonna fight about with our family at dinner.
Totally, maybe.
This is probably the worst it'll ever be, but
All right. Well, what else do you got for us here?
speaking of masks.
Here's a crazy, crazy thing that separates me from everybody else in this world. If you take a look, you'll see that everybody, our fucking sheep. And they'll do whatever.
Don't show me this guy's face. I'm getting so fucking scared right now. This is like Joker level crazy.
No one tells me what to do or how to do it or where I can do it. But I just wanted to show you how ridiculous.
First of all, nobody's social distancing in there. It's just
in a Buc-ee's.
bare minimum mask policy. This guy's so psycho. Oh, fuck, dude!
You're gonna make me wear a mask.
That's psycho. Okay.
I'm glad we got that to work.
That's,
Let me switch to the main one right here.
you know,
Oh.
like, I feel like I'm an anti-authority person by nature.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself anti-authority?
Yeah, like anti-capitalist, like anti-authority to an extent. Like maybe not with coronavirus, but like I think so.
No,
yeah,
generally speaking, like growing up as a kid, I hated coaches.
Yeah.
And team sport, like I just
I was
couldn't.
super into
Like,
punk music.
people yelling at you and telling you what to do, like
Yeah.
ignited this thing. It was like, no, F you. Like I'm gonna figure out a way not to do that. You know.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way about this issue. I don't feel
No,
like
not at
anybody told me to be safe and like practice safety protocols. They just told everybody what the safety protocols were. And just
Yeah.
as a, out of decency and out of a concern for everybody's well-being, I just feel like, okay, I'll follow that. That dude's walking around acting like he's fucking Hulk Hogan and he
Yeah.
just defeated Soviet Russia.
Yeah.
All these fucking sheep, nobody's gonna fucking tell me what to do. Yeah, deal with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're right. Nobody is gonna tell you what to do. Big guy, tough man, you literally have no consequences. You're walking around filming yourself, bragging about how cool you are. Nobody gives a fuck. The police aren't here enforcing anything.
No.
He's acting like he's rebelling against the police state. There is no police state. There's no punishment for him. What is he rebelling against? He's literally rebelling against nothing. People are just looking at him like he's a freak. He goes into the store. He proclaims he's a fucking badass. He leaves the store. Life goes on.
I have so many.
What have you accomplished?
I have so many theories about that video.
Okay.
One, like he's talking real quiet. He's like, no one's gonna tell me what to do.
He is
like, he's
kind of mumbling.
Yeah, I think he walked into that store masked up, took the mask off, made that video,
Conspiracy theory.
and then because the end of the video is him leaving the store.
yeah, it's true.
So I think either he walked in the store masked up so they wouldn't say anything, took the mask off to make that video, and then left. Or he walked in mask without the mask. And someone was like, "Sir, you gotta leave."
Going into
They
a
made that
crowded
video.
Buc-ee's is the most low stakes political activist thing you
Yeah.
can do. Like literally nobody there has any power politically. Nobody there makes the decisions about mask policy. What are you proving? And who are you proving it to? Go do that at like your state capital. see how far you get. I'd be impressed.
That's how you get tased.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want Don't Tase Me Bro's opinion on this. Where's he?
Dude, where is that guy?
Where is he? How come he's not more famous?
Thought that was it.
I was in a supermarket the other day and it was packed.
Yeah.
And I was waiting and I was next in line and this woman came in, not holding anything, with a mask around her chin. And she was mumbling to me, obviously wanted to cut in line in front of me. And for a second, I wanted to hear the reason. Because I was like going to tell her why she couldn't do it. Like tell me your reason so I could tell you no. But then I was like, I don't even want to engage with you. So go ahead. She wanted to like get money out, something like cash back.
Okay.
And then they told her like you can't get cash back unless you buy something. So then she's like looking around for something to buy. It's one of those situations where it's like you're so fucking rude. And the whole time the mask is like under the chin. I just wanted to be like, somebody, it's like spin kick that mask back up onto her face.
You know, like the bottle challenge when people are like kicking the like you have to
Yes.
kick the mask on.
You don't want to get too close. So
Yeah.
whatever you have to do. Oh man, it's such a simple thing too. Whatever. We're beyond the mask debate. What else do you have to show for us? This is a laid back episode.
I don't have
by the
anything
way.
else, but I did want to talk about when we were at the supermarket yesterday and that baby.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know if that was a good story to tell.
Sure. Yeah, we were at the supermarket checking out, getting supplies, and there was a screaming baby.
Yeah.
Which I could hear like coming from down the aisle.
Yeah.
All across the store. And it never even occurred to me that the screaming would be a projectile for whatever, particles, whatever. But of course, when this thing comes by being pushed in the shopping cart, it's totally exposed. Its face is out. Yeah. And then almost like just to punctuate how fucked up the situation is, this child is screaming, starts hacking and coughing, just like shotgun blasting everybody waiting in line as the parents like roll him past all the checkout aisles.
Dude, that kid blasted everyone.
It's funny. Do you ever find yourself at this point, however many months in, how long has it been? God, 8 months in, 9 months in. My tolerance for this mask shit is at an all-time low. I want to be polite. I want to mind my own fucking business. And I just find myself blurting out rude shit. And that happened with that kid. And I made some comment like, that kid's a fucking biological weapon.
Yeah, dude.
Get him the fuck out of here. And then I realized like, his parents could probably fucking hear me. They could probably fucking hear me.
You did like very loudly say that kid is a biological weapon. It was awesome.
I have no filter, like I didn't mean to insult the child or the situation, but it was just the thought that exploded into my brain when this kid is like blasting everybody.
And I'm sure like, I don't know the logistics of kids having COVID or anything. I'm gonna assume that kid does it, but like just the way my brain functions now,
I don't assume he has COVID.
I always like see that like chart that became like a meme where it's like those dudes like spewing germs on each other. I just like I visually see that when stuff like that happens. So when the kid was passing, I just saw like like red particles going everywhere.
It's just in today's day and age, nobody's going to be comfortable with that.
Oh, not at all.
I was standing in line to get into a pet store to buy some food for a tarantula that we have, a pet tarantula. And they were only letting a few people in at a time. And this dude comes walking by everybody in line, eating a fucking hamburger, mask down, just walking. Just fucking like, and he has to like kind of shove past everybody. And again, he does it. And I'm there and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with everyone? And then I realize like this dude is literally like 2 feet behind me. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be criticizing everybody.
No, you can criticize that guy. That guy was probably like, how else am I gonna eat the hamburger?
Yeah, I know.
I gotta take the mask off, eat the fucking burger, dude. It's
every day, I go home asking myself, like, am I the asshole? Am I a big, huge fucking dickhead?
I wouldn't
going around criticizing people. Like, I don't want to be paranoid or overly concerned, but I feel like it's such a simple thing, and it's just such a courteous thing that it fires me up. I can't control myself. I guess I have a bad filter.
It's all good.
Impulse control. Anyways.
I have a couple things written down here.
I guess I want to pose a question before we get to that. Am I alone out there? Like, who else out there is like making loud comments and talking shit? Do you hold it in? Are you fed up? Is it rude of me to like say that? I understand that masks are annoying. I'm not saying they're not annoying, but we're required to wear them when we go into a store. As a courtesy, like, just put it on. I'm doing it. Everybody around you's doing it. Like, come on.
Who else is talking?
How do you feel? Leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. I'm really gonna. Yeah, I need somebody either tell me I'm crazy politely, please. If people out there tell me politely that I'm crazy, I will try to rein it in. But if people out there agree with me or encourage me to keep going, I don't know. I might have to pop off harder on these people. I don't know. I'm very incorrigible right now. I'm feeling like I'm teetering on the edge. So leave a comment. Let me know how you feel.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say our comment sections have been really
Johnny
good.
loves the comment section.
They're great.
Woo!
Thank you guys.
I'm actually like waking up thinking about the comment section because after last week's episode, Johnny
no, don't bring this up.
I'm bringing it up. Johnny wanted to fucking end it all. He wanted to
give them fucking ammunition.
Johnny, look. I've been on the internet for a long time. I know what internet comments are like. Johnny's new. He's new.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
fresh
new.
meat. He's newly
Fresh meat.
famous. He's new
So
to fame.
fucking famous.
He's so fucking famous. By the way, when the Ava video came out, people from his college were texting him like, "Is that you?
Yeah,
we
you
saw you."
Pimpin'?
His family thinks he's like internet world famous now. Dude, this boy is on the come up right now. His world is
Winking.
swirling all about him, and he's reading all the YouTube comments. And
Yeah.
they're getting under the skin. They're getting under the skin. I try to tell Johnny.
No, they fucking deflect like Superman, remember?
Yeah. I try to tell Johnny, you know what? Don't let him bother you.
Yeah.
But last week's episode, I had a lot of people commenting and yelling at you.
I mean, just in general, like I think we stirred the pot
Yeah.
like pretty hard last week.
I don't know. You know, it's...
Is that the right phrasing? Stirred the pot?
Yeah, I think that's the right phrasing.
Okay.
It's never my intention to stir the pot, but I think unintentionally, maybe that is our intention.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because we're up here, we're talking shit, honestly. We're having hot takes.
Yeah.
But as far as I feel, this is like a comedy show. I don't even know how serious I am on all this stuff. You know, there's a hint of the serious opinion in everything we say, but we're kind of, you know, shooting the shit and jazzing it up. But we're just riffing. We're just busting balls on kind of like the whole COVID situation. So I hope it wouldn't upset too many people out there. Anything we say on this show, especially when...
I think it just...
in last week's case, when we were making fun of a parody coronavirus song.
I think it just upset me because last week I thought we had probably the best episode ever.
Yeah.
And it was like, there was no comments like, great episode, or this episode was the best ever. I mean, there were a couple, but mostly it was just saying like, why would you say it's racist that China,
Yeah.
that the virus came from China?
Which...
And I guess I will go back and say, I guess the right term is xenophobic, not racist.
You know
but
what
I'm
I
gonna
think
hold my ground here.
happened as well about that? That whole segment was on the verge of being demonetized because it was a Jimmy Buffett parody. And so we kind of had to edit it a little bit. And I feel like there was a little bit more discussion.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have made it seem... I think if people had seen the whole segment unedited, there would not have been so much outrage.
No.
But the way it was edited made it seem like we had a take and then we cut it off and moved on. And that's just an unfortunate result of the demonetization kind of shit that happens when you do a parody of Jimmy Buffett. So, you know.
It was extremely reactionary too. Like, that was the first time we both had seen that. And we both kind of like, oh shit, like we like popped, and then it's like, and then I wasn't really thinking what I was saying.
To be fair, like I do agree with what you said. It's xenophobic. It's a little bit racist, but had the discussion gone on, we would have had a whole discussion about that guy's take. And on honestly, I thought it was a great, funny conversation where by the end of it, we were kind of finding things to agree with in his song, even though clearly we had different political opinions. And I thought it was like a nice community bonding moment. And all that got cut out.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe we could put that up like somewhere.
We'll do like a special behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree. It was a great episode. Amazing interview. Silly song we were making fun of. We got a lot of people riled up.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd get into this, but it feels good to talk about it. I
think it's important to... You know, honestly, I think people out there like it when we're a little bit real and talk about what we feel and think behind the scenes and like to know we're like checking in on what they think of our show and our feedback to what they think. So there you go.
Everyone was shitting on my dad last week. That was I wasn't upset at that. That was just making me laugh. But I loved all these people that don't know my dad just being like, this guy's a real bully. Like this guy. He needs to be taken down a peg or two. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, you don't even know him.
Yeah. He'd be so upset to know that you trashed
Oh, my dad
him
will
like
take
that.
all y'all on.
Oh.
No, don't.
Dang.
He won't.
All right. What do you got for us?
Okay. Speaking of my family, I got some heavy news here. So gonna need your love in the comment section this week. But confirmed my grandpa got COVID. He is currently in the hospital as of this recording. He seems okay. He's talking and stuff, but I'm a bit of a pessimist, and the whole time that he currently is in the hospital, I'm assuming the worst, but I think he is doing good. He's talking. He's responsive. That he did go into kidney failure for a little bit.
Oh my God.
Because of all the antibiotics they had to give him. I didn't realize like COVID's such a fucked up disease that like they have to like. I think this is why people are dying. It's like they say there was like the overload or whatever. I don't remember the word, but like I feel like also people's bodies can't handle all these cocktails and therapies. But I think he's about to get remdesivir, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Well, do you know how long he has had it?
My grandma had it, or my grandma got sick, and she got over it. So they just thought it was cold. My grandpa got whatever she got, and he was like, oh, every winter I get like a bronchial kind of thing. But then it was getting to the point where he was like, couldn't talk. He would just like cough, and then he'd start getting delirious. He's like, oh, like he thought my mom was coming over to give him quote Belichick vitamins. And my grandma's like, what the fuck is Belichick vitamins? Like the football coach? He's like, she's gonna come, she's gonna bring them. And so like after that, they're like, okay, we're gonna take you to the hospital. And yeah, they confirmed he had COVID.
Yeah, they got to get him those Belichick vitamins.
Yeah, dude, that's all he needs. That's the vaccine.
Wow.
Sorry to bring it down, but I figured this is the
place.
Yeah.
All right. Well, best of wishes to Johnny's grandpa.
Yeah.
Yikes. I hope he pulls through. Really.
I think he is.
He's stable and doing good.
He's stable. He's talking. My mom said he was like driving everyone crazy in the hospital.
That's a good sign.
Like being like,
Giving
I don't
him
need to
hell.
be here. Let me out. All the shit.
Okay.
He's older, but he's not like senile or anything. He's like very like there. So it's not like I assume everyone imagines like an old man like get me the fuck out of here like senile, but no, he's like super just like chill. Like I don't need to be here.
I'm chill. I'm fine.
But
Get me out of here.
Yeah. I think he's doing okay. I don't know. It's just scary. Like, my mom called me the other day, like, in tears. And I thought, like, he was dead. But she just didn't get all the information. She was like, oh, I heard that his organs are failing. So she thought that was, like, because that's what killed my great-grandpa. His organ just failed.
Yikes.
And then, so, like, a couple hours later, she called me again, be like, I'm so sorry. It's just due to the antibiotics, and they're monitoring. And they're keeping them on like, what's it called? Whatever they inject you with to keep you hydrated and all that shit.
So, well, that's
sorry.
No, it's good to hear that he's stable, and I hope he pulls through. And we'll keep everybody out there updated. I have some family members that have COVID as well.
Yeah,
they're not quite as old, and I've said this before. It just feels like it's getting closer.
Yeah.
Luckily, the vaccine is here. I feel like I predicted this months ago.
You did.
When they said the vaccine was on its way, I said it's going to come and they're going to fuck up the release.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what's happening.
I like
now.
putting it like that. Fuck up the release. Like
That's
like
what it is.
Like it's like a video game.
It's a highly anticipated product.
Yeah.
You can put out an iPhone, you can put out the PlayStation 5. Get those people strategizing the release of this vaccine. What is going on?
I heard like these states have gotten like hundreds of thousands of doses, but only like a quarter of the population is getting them.
Yeah, they don't have enough staff essentially to administer the vaccine, and people are getting sick and the hospitals are already overwhelmed. So basically everything is congested and fucked up.
Yeah, I watched a whole thing about it before we did this.
Tell us what you know.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly where the place was, but there was like thousands of people lined up in their cars and they had to wait for like 12 plus hours to get a vaccine. Only because there's like 2 people administering this shit.
Oh my God.
This apparently in like I don't remember exactly where, but I know one place was West Virginia. They have like thousands of doses, but the population is refusing to take it. So like maybe like 40 plus people have taken the vaccine in like West Virginia.
That's really sad.
And then on top of it, this is like a double punch. Did you hear about that? What happened in Wisconsin?
No.
a guy was arrested in Wisconsin for intentionally destroying 500 doses of the vaccine. He left it out where it became ineffective, and that's what he was using to inject into people. He got arrested for it. I was trying to look into like why he did it, and he just said, I did it intentionally. That was the only quote I could find. Sorry, I feel like I lobbed 3.
No, it's
balls
fine. You know, as time goes on, I just feel like I'm constantly met with new realities.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just constantly made aware of new groups of people out there that are concerning, that I never knew existed in the world. People, like, after all this time, after everything we've gone through, now here is the solution.
Yeah.
And people are destroying the vaccine. Or just, like, refusing to take it. And, like, the theories, the conspiracy theories, whatever. What are the side effects? Blah, blah, blah. Is this dangerous? I don't know. But, like, what's the alternative? You're going to prolong, just keep living the way you hate living? Like, here it is. This is it. Like, it's over. It's over. Just take the fucking vaccine.
Yeah, I don't
Let
understand.
it be done. Let it be done. Let it be over. I almost feel like they're enjoying this fiasco so much they can't let it be done, you know?
I was thinking about this a lot recently, and you know how like like simulation theory and all that shit. I
Yeah.
feel like we hit the DLC chunk of the simulation, like coronavirus DLC. Like it just keeps getting like more ridiculous. Where it's just like, oh, we got to the vaccine section, but now the new quest is getting everyone to take the vaccine. I saw a interview with like I think the West Virginia mayor.
Yeah.
And she was like, "This is ridiculous that you got like." I think her exact words were, "This is ridiculous."
It's sad, and I feel the same way, man. Well, I am looking forward to taking it. Are you? I mean, how do you even go about getting this thing? I've seen people on Facebook, on my Facebook friends list, people who are in the medical industry.
Oh shit,
getting their vaccine and posting like their paperwork, like I'm vaccinated.
that's awesome.
I'm like, that's great.
There is.
How do I get in on that?
There is some bad shit. I did see a news article. It's only effective when you get both doses.
Right.
Some healthcare workers are getting the first dose and then getting coronavirus. So I saw the instance of that.
Well, yeah, you got to get both.
Yeah,
You got to,
but you can't. You have to get them like a week apart. So it's
Wow.
like,
or even more, maybe even like 2 weeks.
yeah, and then it doesn't become effective until like days after. So it's like it's such a juggling like thing. Like it's so much to juggle that's why I think the rollout is so hard.
You know what sucks? Like, are we going to have to wait for, because you know there's a line to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Healthcare workers get it first. People in nursing homes get it. Politicians, leaders get it. I've said this before. You and me are going to be the last ones to get it.
Yeah.
We're at the back of the line. Now that the rollout is being fucked up, are we still being held back behind all of these other people? Do we still have to wait for the healthcare workers to get it? Do we still have to wait for the old folks to get it before we can get it? But they're refusing to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how are we handling this?
I feel like the Trump administration has been, I don't really like want to be too, I mean, I'm going to be negative. I don't care. I don't really like them.
Go ahead, Johnny.
But
This is go
I
ahead.
think they
Lay
have
into 'em.
literally said, fuck it.
Let
like
them have it.
they have a month left and they're kind of going like, not my problem. You know when you put your 2 weeks in at a job and you're
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't give a fuck. I think that's what his administration's doing. They're kind of like, okay, like he's fucking around. He's trying to veto that defense bill and all this shit. But then I think at the end of the day, he's kind of like, Biden's gonna deal with the vaccine, not me, because I think it's too complicated. I thought because he kept saying like, oh, 20 million people vaccinated by now, and now it's like, oh, we only have like 3 million.
Yeah. It's just going to be a lot longer than we thought, as usual.
Yeah.
The promises do not meet the reality of the situation, as usual. And so, yeah, it's probably going to be next summer. They were saying April, March, April,
March, yeah.
everybody be vaccinated. Fuck that. It's going to be July. It's going to be August.
Yeah.
Maybe by my birthday in September. I'm going
That'd be
to
a good birthday
finally get my vaccine. That's what I'm shooting for.
Did you hear what happened in New York with the vaccine?
With the vaccine? No, what happened?
This might be the most New York shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
Wait, shit. I may have heard this. Go ahead, tell me.
One pharmacist that was getting the vaccine was like black market vaccinating people. Like they're doing like they got caught. There was a whole undercover ring of like them being like, "Yo, you need that vaccine. Like, come to this place. I'll give you the vaccine."
Oh, just for like normal folks?
Yeah, like there was like a whole like black market like people getting vaccinated.
Well, fucking A.
But that's awesome. They should like that should keep
I'm not
happening.
gonna hate on that because I might go find that black market.
Yeah,
my vaccine. Who knows?
I just love it's so New York. It's like, yo, I got that vaccine. You need that? Like, yeah, come to.
I'm sure they're everywhere. Well, I think on that note, we should probably head out and go try to find our own black market vaccine.
Oh yeah,
it's a new year. It's 2021.
Yes,
that is crazy.
It is.
Let's take a moment actually before we sign off here and reflect on 2020 because it's been a hell of a year. And thank you everybody out there for watching this show, for sticking with us.
Yeah, thank you.
We started this show because when coronavirus hit, like everybody else out there, we didn't know what the fuck was going on. We didn't know if we'd be able to stay in business or keep producing content. And we thought like, well, we're definitely not going to be doing skits. We gotta do something, like give people something. And this was kind of created just to kind of deal with all the craziness. And as things settled out, Garrett, Rocco, Sean, they kind of went back to normal and they talked about, we had a discussion about whether we should continue this show or not.
Yeah.
But me and Johnny felt like this thing isn't over. It's still going on. And even though the whole world and America in particular is kind of settling into a routine and we're learning to live with coronavirus, it's still not over. And so we're continuing this show. And a lot of you are sticking with us and still watching. And I feel like we're all along for the ride. And so thank you, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
I guess we're trying to do this show to reach people who are like-minded, feel the same way we do. And that's you. If you're still watching the show, that's you. So hell yeah, we found each other. I think that's pretty cool. It's 2021 now. I think we're halfway through it.
Do you have a New Year's resolution?
I'm just going to keep doing what I'm already doing because when all of this craziness started, my only goal was to get through it. To come out the other side and not having lost anything, not having got sick or, suffered too much. So far, so good. We're doing all right. I just want to get through it. I feel like we're making good progress. I don't know how close we are to the end. I think we can all speculate, but it'll end when it ends. But I do feel like we're making good progress. Like as 2020 turns into 2021, it does feel like we're rounding a corner. Like we're hitting a checkpoint. It's definitely not the same as it was when it started. Like we're kind of kicking its ass. I feel like we're starting to win the fight,
Yeah, there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. I was thinking about this the other day, like as we start to, coronavirus starts or we start getting vaccinated and stuff, like what is the final Mega64antine? Like, do we like do it at game days with a bunch of people? Like, do we do it live for people at game days? Like, is that like a good finale to like the cast about quarantine being live in front of people?
Yeah. I would love, we'll finally know when this is over when we do have large get-togethers.
Yeah.
Again. Game days, who knows? Who knows when this will end? Like I said, I can't predict or say with too much certainty when this will be over or what we'll do when it's over. But
party.
I know we're going to make it to the end, so that's all.
Yeah.
So you're still around for the ride. Cool. Thanks for sticking with us. I do think that there are a few twists and turns left along the way. I don't think the coronavirus story is over quite yet. And there's still some unpredictable variables yet to reveal themselves. And so this show, we'll live to see another day. God.
Thank you guys for watching RPMF Doom.
Oh God, you're getting sentimental. Oh,
I'm gonna cry,
Jesus.
dude. I'm gonna fucking cry.
Well, leave a comment if you're not going to comment about the other thing we said. Leave comments about what's your best memory from 2020. What's your worst memory from 2020? Give us 2020 in one sentence for you. How was it?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. That's been Mega64antine.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Right. Wait. Can we watch this one more time?
Take its mask and shove it.